What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? Okay. We are breaking through the illusions. Okay. And it's becoming clearer. The puzzle pieces are fitting into place. Now, I had to be careful. I had to really use my skills when it came to putting the puzzle pieces together because I was being fed some, information. Some of the information that I was getting, some of the downloads that I had been getting were purposely sent through these darker forces. Okay, and so I had to be really careful with the way that I put the puzzle pieces together because I knew that it was truth mixed in with a bunch of lies, a bunch of stuff meant to steer me or to keep this energy, to keep this individual aroma within my energy, having access to my energy, or to keep this looping around, to have us back out there in what I perceived to be the organic reality, which is not even the organic reality. But we are going to be getting into that about how I felt like outside of this simulation, we would go back to being pure light. But no, that's a part of the illusion as well. So I'm going to be getting into that as well. I'm hearing something about the Seven of Cups. So back when I was doing tarot readings, this would always come up. Okay, it's the confusion spells, dark magic, witchcraft. So again, I had to be very careful with how I put the pieces together, knowing that there was truth to what I was getting, but mixed in with a bunch of lies. Okay, so let's get into this what's going on between Oromala and I, quote, outside of the simulation. This is not outside of the simulation. This is still inside of the simulation in terms of us returning to pure light. That's a part of the illusion as well. That's also a part of the magic that was being done. Okay, because let's get into who I am in a broader perspective. A mostly feminine energy who does not need a masculine energy. And why don't I need a masculine? Because I am primordial. This individual, Oromala, based his whole shit on me. If you go and no, okay, claiming to be primordial when this is earth. This individual is earthbound. Earthbound. Although he does tend to play in my planets. But I'm just going to say simulation bound. He's bound within this simulation. He does not have a way out of it. Which is also why this underground shit was pertinent and why he had to go about trying to suck the core out of the website. So that he can maintain before he finally perishes. He's about to perish. In the name of the Mother Father, this individual is about to perish. This individual and the individuals that he worked along with. Okay. What else do I want to say? Okay, primordial. I am a primordial. See, and I got to the point, I don't even want to use these labels to call myself a god, to call myself a goddess. All of these motherfucking labels, these matrix terms. Listen to this. You hear them sirens? Okay? Somebody hurt. Somebody about to get hurt. So yeah, I don't like to use these terms, these human terms, or these archon terms to refer to myself as. But I don't need a external energy to give birth. I give birth because I am an androgynous being. Although I do prefer, when I do incarnate into a human form, to be in a woman body, I am still an androgynous being. And also, you could describe this as intersex, but it's not intersex because I'm not a body. I'm outside of the simulation. I'm still not a body. I'm still pure light, but I do not have a counterpart in that way. Such as what Oromala, this soul tie, this tie that he tried to bind himself to me. This individual tried to bind himself to me. And here we have these loops where I have been around this loop again before with this same individual, having the same problems with me not wanting this big. Get away from me. Why are you? What? Get away from me. I want you away from me. But there had been this looping effect taking us around and around and around. Okay, because I was believing that this was my counterpart due to all of that dark magic, the energy harvesting, the love spells. I could even say that potion. And that the spiritual disease, all of that. Okay, so let's just go ahead. For the record, this situation that played out between Oromala and I, that had me looping around, I decree and declare I will not be looping around again. I decree and declare this individual is not my counterpart. I decree and declare that that's repeated. I decree and declare that this individual is not my counterpart. I decree and declare myself free, 100% free of this individual. I decree and declare myself outside, free of this simulation, free of this game. I decree and declare myself the victor, the winner. Okay. I decree and declare this game shut down, and any and every one of my light sparks that is upholding it be brought back to the mother, father, myself. Okay. I decree and declare my sovereignty. I decree and declare that Oromala is dealt with in the way that the mother, father sees fit. Not only he, but the rest of these dark forces, child, that had the nerve to do what they did, to attempt to do what they did, where you would have individuals living underground. Let's not forget about the baby, that poor little baby boy that was born down there, okay, in the next cycle, which is not coming into fruition, this next cycle that was below the root chakra, this town, and that poor little baby that was killed by the mammy and the daddy. And that grave down there, which I feel like that grave is some sort of special grave or something like that. I'm picking up something about that grave because I am hearing over my dead body. Again, I'm hearing over my dead body. Okay, so there's something significant. But anyway, okay. I think I'm done. I am primordial. I am the firstborn, the first to ever do it. Primordial, neither male nor female. Um, I don't need to have a counterpart to give birth. I do it all on my own. And if you take a look at how I had to get this information here, you know, the way that I had to go into, I had to travel into the underworld. I did have to use a particular drug to get me there, to get me into that psychosis. I also had to engage the tantra. Now, this tantra that I was engaging in, it has echoes of what I do and how I give birth to worlds on my own without a counterpart. That masturbation technique that I had, which employed the usage of my dingaling and the anal. Okay, because I didn't have my coochie this lifetime. They stole the coochie, child. They done stole my coochie and my hips. We gonna be getting into the coochie stealing and the hip stealing with all my babies was inside of my hips. We're gonna be getting into that too soon. Okay. But this masturbation technique that I was doing was unique to me. I'm sure don't nobody know how to do this. Because it's mine. And I was able to employ both my dingling and the anus to recreate the feeling of having a vagina. That's number one. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm done here. Thank you. Bye bye.